Hey guys, this is my recap of Love Island season 2's of tonight's episode. I believe this is what, episode 15? Normally I'm made up in my videos, whatever, but I just finished doing my skincare routine video. It's coming to y'all soon, so I'm still dressed for that occasion. We're just gonna hop right into it because last night was a hot mess. What type of mess was it? A hot one. To start, we see that Johnny kisses Mercedes. Like, what's going on? You cannot be one of those guys to be like, oh, like she's coming on to me, because very much I watched the back of your hand push closer the back of her head so that your mouths can meet. So clearly this was not a non-wanted kiss. There was full participation on both people's ends. As the show continues, you got Calvin. I don't know Calvin, but I think I got the situation with him and Moira figured out. I don't think Calvin really liked Moira like that, or as much as he tried to pretend to. The fact that with Moira, he's like, oh, I want to go things slow. I don't need, I'm not a very affectionate person. Even the type of conversations that they had, like the fact that they had to have conversations about getting closer together with each other, I was just like, is he really like a standoffish guy, or does he just not like her? But then I see the way he's interacting with Faith, and he's super open, and the little slick comments and conversations that they're having, he's oohs and ahs. I'm really just like, oh, I think he just wasn't really feeling Myra. He saw the hiccup between her and James and was like, yo, I'ma slide in there to secure my spot. Now back to Johnny. So Johnny has like all the guys come together and they're talking, and he's automatically playing victim, talking about some, oh, I don't know, man, she just kissed me. Okay, she just kissed you. He always doing that passionate Tyler Perry type kisses where they be like, like grabbing the back of your head. Like, he does those, and he continued to do that. Like, relax, bro. Like, it's not even been 24 hours. Again, he tried to play victim, which I was really happy that, like, Caleb caught him a little bit and was like, yo, Selly, I think Selly's in love with you. I mean, I don't know if Selly's in love with him. Only person who could really answer that is Selly herself. But she has such strong feelings for you. And the fact that you out here on some nonsense that even one of your boys himself had to say, yo, you might want to chill. But I will also say, they said, what happens here, we will not tell her. So remember, ladies, your man's friends are not your friends. They're not. Be cool with them, but they are not your friends. They will lie. They will hide secrets for their homeboy. But you know what? As ladies, we'll do the same for our homegirls too. Now, something that I do want to see get brought to light a little bit more is the Moira and Mackenzie situation, in which there was Jalen. Jalen came in automatically saying, I want Moira, but Mackenzie is the only person I see all over that. But like I said, Mackenzie seems very like aggressive. You could tell her relationship with Connor. So she was aggressive and applying pressure and swooped up and got Jalen from Moira. I do wonder if Moira feels some type of way about that and just isn't saying anything, or if they are in the next episode gonna actually like talk about that and give us a chance to see what's going on with their relationship in terms of Jalen. We will be going back to this man continuously through these recaps. Johnny. When Johnny was having that little side conversation with Mercedes, and he was just like, oh, I owe it to Selly to like explore my options, and I'm not doing any harm. Don't say her name. This is the one time you don't say her name. For real. Do not say you owe it to Selly to be tonguing down, rubbing down, getting licked down by this other girl who legitimately is putting disrespect. She's putting a little disrespect out there towards Selly, as well as like she's already throwing it at you. It looks like, and I could be wrong, but it looks like in this circumstance you would get and expand upon your relations with this girl before the girl who you've been rocking with, who you said you cannot have your eyes or head turned by. Like, it's just not adding up. And like I said before, this show, remember in the beginning where everybody talking and they saying they piece, it's we checking their resumes and people's resumes ain't adding up. You got the job, but I'm now going back and reading your resume and your resume's not adding up. What happened to treating women like queens? I didn't know in the fine print, in terms of being treated like a queen, it said only when you're around. Now that's a word. No harm. Last time I checked, if she knew what she's thinking about what you're doing and she's crying. If she knew what you were doing, oh my gosh. Carrington hasn't done anything in this episode. He's been chill I think he's just been chilling in the background. But I don't know, I could be wrong, but I get vibes from Carrington. Like, I would not want Carrington at my man's bachelor party. I feel like Carrington gives me vibes like, man, do what you want to do. No, do not enable him. Do not enable my man. Do not enable these guys. You can be with antics because you're single. But don't be encouraging these guys to be with the antics. Even if he doesn't say it, his energy says it. Like, I don't know. I'm mad at Carrington. I have no reason to be. So I'm going to back up. But I do feel some type of way. Like, Carrington. Another conversation I think that is interesting, that can turn into a separate conversation on my channel, would be about this chasing situation. I feel like in the house, in both houses actually, it's this dynamic of the women chasing the men. Clearly in Casa Amor, the girls on a spot and they're being aggressive. That if you cannot tell me what's going on in Casa Amor isn't chasing. If it's not chasing, then I'm not black. That is more than chasing. That is hunting. That is scouting. Like, they are going in over there crazy aggressively. And then in the villa, obviously they are nowhere near. They are like the baby toe of what they're doing over there. But I feel like the guys, or maybe they're just not showing it, but the guys, I feel like they should be really applying pressure. Am I wrong? Like, you want a spot in the villa. Shouldn't you be applying pressure? And it was interesting that Jalen, a person who's coming to the villa, who wants a spot, who I think should be applying pressure, he basically was like, Mackenzie, oh, she's putting in effort, so you know, I think I'm gonna go with Mackenzie. How did the people coming in to try and take a spot, how are they the ones now going, you know what, I want to choose this girl? Because how did you get the chance to do that? It still feels like the dynamic of the girls chasing the guys. And I'm just like, this is not it. Like, what happened to the guys chasing the girls? What happened to when men would be in the rain singing outside your house? One wish. What happened to throwing a rock at your window and accidentally breaking the window, but you just trying to tell me you care? What happened to, yo, you need to hurry up and leave because my daddy's coming out with the shotgun, but you still care about me that much? Like, Dad, we don't do that anymore. We should, but it doesn't even happen. It's like the girls are chasing the guys, and this reminds me of college. And to be honest, that was definitely something I hated about college. It's also interesting to see Mackenzie's having a hard time now. Mackenzie now is just like, I think I want to go with Jalen. Jalen's my type of guy. Is she gonna go with Jalen? Because she was so gung-ho and so fighting so strong for Connor. Is she just gonna let it go right now? I'm teetering on she actually might just leave Connor because of how the way things left. It wasn't negative how they left, but you could tell she was a little irritated. She just didn't fully like the situation that they were in. Now, there was a point where my favorite guy at this point, Caleb, he's talking about Justine, and he basically said she has such good qualities of a girlfriend, good qualities of a wife. But then after went and said, well, is it really amplified just because I'm not around other girls? I was like, Caleb, baby, shut up. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't get caught up in the sauce, all right? Make your way back to the villa with Justine and go get your money. Get your woman, get your money, and leave the villa. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, nobody, not even the people in the villa, I feel, really know what's going through Caleb's mind, because he really doesn't say too much, which I actually really like. But that mystery thing now, it's like, come on, we need to figure out what you doing, what you thinking. And I hope you don't do something that disappoints us. Like, come on, man. Now, I said I didn't have a bone to pick with Carrington, but I do have something to say when he was like, oh, maybe you didn't like your girls the way you thought you did. Like, Carrington, shut up. No, don't say that. Don't get in their head. See, that's what I said. That's what I said. He can't be at nobody's bachelor party. Got people trying to second guess. No, don't say that. They like these girls. Something else that pissed me off about Johnny was when, you ever notice, like, Johnny legitimately did not say Sully's name. Like, it was at one point he referred to her as the person that I have to couple up with when he was sitting with Mercedes. I'm like, you really listening to the chat? Like, yo, are you serious? He made me roll my eyes so many times. I just can't believe I sat back and watched this man cheat. I mean, they're not together officially, but I'm really just watching this man cheat, and I'm feeling horrible. I'm getting mad because Sully can't see this. I'm getting mad for Sully right now. You feel me? He's literally about to throw everything away from Mercedes, but Mercedes legit, I don't even know where her head truly is. I think she's just trying to get a spot in the villa, because when she saw that Johnny was getting hesitant, she then jumped to Connor, tried to find that spot there, but then when Johnny wanted to come back around, then it's just like, yo, you're literally, at this point, I think he threw everything away. He's too far gone now. So you threw everything away for a situation that honestly isn't really worth it, because that person doesn't really like you. They just want to do you. Like, it's not a good look. I did get a little tight at Kirsten because she kept kind of bringing up Carrington and was just like, I miss him, I can't stop thinking about him. And I'm like, sis, if only you understood, it ain't one of those toxic love stories. Baby, that man moved on. He moved on and he moved forward, and he is coming back with somebody on his arm. So if you don't get Mike in his dance moves and mosey all the way on down back to that villa together, you are going to be hurt and going home. Now, there was a point where Caleb did get me mad again when he's want to be up in the bed, laying up in the bed, like, I don't know, kind of flip-flopping. And I'm like, Caleb, you barely talk, and now you talking and you saying some things that I don't like. I don't know how to feel. Cut it out, please. I don't know, maybe this next episode we're gonna watch Caleb act a fool. I hope he gathers himself, because that's something that I don't want to see. That's a man I don't want to see go home, but if he has to. And again, we're going back to Johnny because Johnny was just getting me tight this entire episode. Johnny, I hated the fact that I'm literally also in the midst of watching this man cheat. I'm watching him like in his beach hut trying to justify it, saying Sully's doing this, I bet you she's doing this, so it's cool for me to do this, when the girl's doing nothing. Like, he's just looking for a reason to not feel bad to do all the things that he's doing. He's being a hot mess. Like, if you even noticed, Sully wasn't even wearing bathing suits, bruh. Everybody else was butt cheeks out. Shorty's wearing a dress. She was wearing a prairie girl dress around these men's, these fines men's at that. Like, she does not want any parts. She only wants Johnny, and Johnny's out here going, yeah, she doing all the dirt, so it's alright. And then Johnny again with the whole, when the game, they did the kissing game, Johnny, when the game's done, the game's over, he's in his jealous bag, and he bum rushes past his homeboy to go kiss Mercedes, and another one of them Tyler Perry kisses, and afterwards like, yo, no, it was the game, yeah. And thank you, Caleb. Caleb was just like, don't you think you're doing way too much? That was a lot. That was a lot. And it was a lot. We're all just like, you really didn't have to do that. Even his boys, even Carrington was like, whoa. Like, everybody's looking at him like, control yourself. You know what Johnny reminds me of right now? You ever seen Alex in Madagascar when the meat, he looking at everybody like meat, he's like, like, this man is, but I am watching this man go through internal conflict. Yo, your hormones are busting right now. Relax. Like, you getting me anxious through the screen because I'm like, what is up with him? I can't control myself. He can't control himself. I'm like, yo, it's not that deep. I mean, at this point, okay, I ain't saying it don't gotta be this bad, but I'm exaggerating. But at this point, I'm like, you might as well just do what you're gonna do, because I think this thing is done. And to be honest, even if you make it back into the villa and one of them girls make it in the villa the way they seem, I know somebody gonna slip up and say something to her, and then it's donezo. So at this point, you keep playing booty tag, might as well go get the booty, because she wanna give you the booty. Now, yeah, like the girls are being very friendly, being respectful, and really just trying to do what they can do to see if they can find right fit. So the energy over there, I like. I think it's purposeful. I feel like they're moving with purpose. It's not crazy, but I also say, I mean, we do love the drama, so Casaamor is definitely giving us enough drama that we can handle. Cause my little heart, I'm like, I don't even know what I'd do if I saw just recklessness on both ends. Like, but overall, the girls are just having a great time. You see them like huddled around doing like cheers and doing little dances, and Mike in the middle, like he said with his dance moves. Mike's in the middle, out here two-stepping it, like having a grand old friendly, fun, respectful time. Now in the previews, you see that the person who's also having a big dilemma outside of Johnny is Mackenzie. She's having a hard time picking between Jalen and Connor. Well, the point that had me like, oh boy, was when they flashed to Connor, and Connor's there holding her ugly teddy bear like, I can't wait to see Mackenzie. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm rooting for them to stay together from everything that I've seen, but also I'm like, dad, Connor to just go home like that and outside like that with the teddy bear, like, come on, man. So yeah, that's my thoughts on last night's episode. It was crazy, absolutely crazy. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and to tap my notifications so you can get alerts of when I create new content and new videos. Hence, like I said, my face is bare right now because I just finished doing my morning time skin care routine. So as you know, it's on its way. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram at simply_Alana. That information will also be in the description box below. And I think that's all, folks. So you know how I like to exit out. Talk to you later. Bye.